neighbors, I'm going through this Toro Mow N Stow, and it's got oil, it's got gas, it's got the air filter needs replacement, but it's enough. The blade doesn't seem bent, and it just won't start. So, especially on these newer style Briggs, and it's got the gas tank is full. Apparently, this was also kept in the garage, so I have a feeling. Let's see if I can just get it going with the old carb spray in the carburetor directly. Yeah, you know what that means. Carburetor. I'm going to start here since it seems like the carburetor is messed up. It ran for a second and died with some carb spray. Verifies that spark plug's okay and it has compression. Well, make sure I got all my tools. Yeah, carburetor. This is full of fuel, so we need to do that to block off the fuel. So we've got some
here. And I believe it's 11:30 seconds. Here. Nope. 9:30 seconds. Which is close to 8 now, I think. Or 7 now, something like that. These go in the plastic. Don't mix the two up.
Take it off. Okay, here's our carburetor. We got to get this off. I may have to take off the cover. May not. Let me see. Sometimes you can get these off without that. This pops out. There, we got that. Now we got to get the fuel line off. And some fuel will come out. Right there, a couple drops will come out, and then we can get this. This is where our problems are going to be. Bulls hold on with the same 9/30 seconds bolts. That just now I gotta go get a small screwdriver. Get this bowl off. Also make sure the retaining clip and O-rings stay here. Sometimes they will, the retaining ring will stick to the block and the O-ring goes flying away, and then it won't run if you put it back together. You can just buy the O-ring. I don't remember what the size is, but you need to measure it up. Just take the white ring with you to measure it. It should be approximately the same size. Anyway. To get this carburetor out, this is one of the new Briggs style carbs. I'm not a fan of them. Take a flathead screwdriver, and I'm gonna bring this up closer here. Bring it up higher because my old back isn't gonna let me. So And I am trying to get better at my filming with the camera, with a stand. So what you do is you get a flathead screwdriver, small one, and essentially you got these little spots here. You can kind of, there we go. And try not to stab yourself like I just did, but I didn't hurt. And this is where these carburetors are gonna mess up. Dump the fuel. Yeah, right there. That's the main jet. That's where these are gonna get out. So the first plan of attack is to just spray this out with carb spray, and I'm gonna take this jet out and clean it out. You get this out, just the actually. Need to get about equal on both sides. You pop out the float, don't lose it. Let's just spray it off. Oh, and here's the needle. You're using plastic needles with a rubber tip. Ugh. Really cheaping out. Now here is where everything's where it comes up. This is your main jet cartridge. If you don't want to clean it out, you just want to get a new one, these do pop out, and you can just buy this part. So to get this jet out, you need to use a flathead screwdriver. Sometimes you can just do this, or there's some just enough room here to get a small flathead screwdriver in to pry it out. Yeah, I have to get even smaller than that. So, got even smaller one. This one, I don't use this one that much but what you do is you can get this in there to pry it out. There we go. This may be daunting at first, but yeah. Now, this one we're gonna just spray out the contents of this with carb spray. But this is where everything's gonna be clogged. So I got my carb spray and a wire. This is like from a twisty tie from a loaf of bread. You're gonna go through all these holes here, here. See, already that one made it a little bit bigger. And this is the main one. This part does come off. I don't typically take them off because the one time I did take it off, I broke it putting it back on. And there's this hose, this one here has some jets inside this plastic thing. But this is here, oh, that's kind of pretty bad there. Yeah, felt a little, yeah. So try not to get carburetor spray in your eye. It will burn if it does. It really hurts. I've done that a couple times. Yeah, this jet was clogged. This is why it didn't run. And that jet here was a lot smaller. This one you couldn't even see. Let me see if I can, you see that? Well, before you couldn't even see that white spot in the middle. If you care to, some people will actually drill these out. Some people do it to 20 thousandths. I don't have I don't have the micro drill bits to do that, but I believe that's the magic number, 20 thousandths of an inch for that jet, if you can drill it out. If you have compressed air, you can also spray compressed air. Okay, that's all cleaned. I'm gonna... Yeah, I just cleaned off my tray because I don't want any dirt to get into. So I'm just cleaning out the bowl here. Jets, already cleaned. Needle. Just if you care to clean it, just clean the sides. Don't clean the tip because that can cause some damage if you spray it with carburetor spray. Although wiping it off is fine. Spray off the float. The pin, this hinge pin is clean. Now we got the carburetor here. So I'm just gonna spray this out. Inside, spray in here. The fuel inlet, make sure it comes out, and then spray here. Make sure it comes out both sides, which it does. Let's see. Oh, also the air bleeds. You know, just just spray it all out and do what you can. There is like a white donut in some of these carbs that you have to be careful about. It if it gets misaligned, it will not go back together. You just got to realign it. So now it's time to reassemble. Got our needle here. We're just gonna, sorry it's hot today. Set this in here like so for now. Get our hinge pin and then put it through this, and then this just snaps in. There, that should be it. And then here's your the main jet. This only goes in one way. Believe it's this way, because if you try to put it in the other way, it won't go in. Yeah, it's got a O-ring around the side of it. So that's all back together. Just gonna give it a rinse off. The bowl, gonna give it a rinse off, and then I'm gonna go get a paper towel to wipe it out too. So now to put this back on, see the little indentant right here? That's for this. So this only goes on one way. If you put it on the other way, it won't go on. So line up the holes for the bolts, and there's an O-ring on here, so you're gonna just push down. If you needed, you could put like some WD-40 on that O-ring to help slide it in if you're having problems. Now, you gotta put the bolts back in. It's 9/32 or 7 mil, I believe. Do these by hand. Do these by hand. If you use like do not use an impact. A drill might be okay. And just do one side part of the way down, and then the other. And then back with this side. Okay, this is tight now. Now we put it back on the car, on the mower. Back on the mower. It's pretty easy. I may have to take this top off. I'm trying to avoid that to get some of these linkages in. Theoretically, if you can get it off without taking it out, and then you can put it back on that way. But I digress. So leave that goes there. And see if I can zoom in, give you a bird's eye. Okay, that goes there. Then this is your auto choke. That goes, come on. Usually I take off the cover for this, but you see, where's the, oh, there it is. There's the hole. That's what she said. No, this is a PG channel. There, got the other one on. Take that. Now we're going to start put the carburetor here back in. Here, back on the intake. So, there it's on. That shouldn't, something's not right. That, well, the mower isn't level yet, so. Quick torque set, and I probably have these on
I have a bit somewhere I can slap on something. So, now comes the dilemma of getting out this here, because there's like a hook there that's like impossible to get out.
What could be ailing it? Why is it not? Oh, there we go. I believe, yeah. Huh. That's it. If your carburetor won't choke, check to make sure this part is not behind that. I mean, this here, I guess you call it the choke arm, is not, make sure it's in front of it, meaning closer to this way, and not behind here. Because if it is behind here, it won't choke properly, and then your engine won't start. See if I give this a start. Let's push it outside. And let's see how it goes. Yep, and it was that easy. Just clean carburetor. It's good to go. That'll be into this one. I'll give this a bath and maybe change the oil, but I'll gotta check it first. This is one of those, I believe, no, it's not one of those never change oil ones. Anyway, just add. So later, the final look and start of this Toro Mow N Stow that I got from a previous customer of mine who purchased a lawnmower, but he apparently he has access to or cleans out foreclosed homes. This was in it. He couldn't get it to run, so he asked me if I wanted it, and I went ahead and paid a little for it. So this is a Toro Mow N Stow with a 725 Briggs on it. It's a personal pace model. Did not have a bag. I had this side chute for it from another Toro I have. I just needed a carb clean. Give you a little final look and start here. Let me see if I can, there we go. That's it. Later, tubes.